Hey everyone, Joe here. Today I want to show you how I have BFD Player Drums set up and running within FL Studio 25. Now, I'm not going to say this is the best way to set them up, but this is how I have them set up, and I think it actually works quite well for various reasons. So, if you're looking for a more professional setup using BFD Player, well, this is the video for you. So anyway, let's hop over here and I'll show you what I got done. Okay, everybody. So I'm here inside FL Studio 25, and I have BFD Player set up. Now, if you haven't seen my video on BFD Player, what kind of going like a review on it, I'll also show you how to set it up. Go check out that video. I have it linked down in the description below. So anyway, I have it set up, but by default, BFD Player has everything running into the main channel. All your reverb, your effects, everything are done within inside BFD Player. Now, that's good if you just want to jam out on the drums and stuff. Not going to argue, say they don't sound good. But when you want to try to do more within your mix, that model sort of falls apart. Luckily, you can route a BFD Player out to your mixer in different tracks and stuff. Like I got down here at the bottom of my mixer, you see I got BFD Player, which the first channel is my ambience. And the other's my kick, snare, hi-hat, toms, and cymbals. Now, one of the reasons I did this is, actually probably the most important reason, is I need to be able to sidechain my kick over to my bass to duck it. That way my bass drum comes in better, and it kind of pushes the guitar down. So that way it doesn't muddy up your drum sound. You can hear that good kick come in. It just really helps the sound better. If you're interested in a video about that, post down in the comments below and I'll make one. If not, just Google. There's plenty on the internet about, side chaining your bass, your kick to your bass. All right. The other reason is I like to have a nice short gated snare sound. Now, I have it set up so I get that nice, good gated snare, and that was basically the other reason. There is multiple reasons, but that's the other good reason. And you just can't do that with inside BFD Player itself. Despite the snare and everything sounding good within BFD Player and they have plenty to choose from, sometimes you want that much richer, fuller 80s vibe on the snare. And this is the only way to get it inside BFD Player without having to purchase BFD 3.5, which I have, but it has its own reasons, and I prefer to use the BFD Player. The other is I like to put a delay on the hi-hat sometimes because I want my hi-hat, when I hit it, I can run a delay and get that secondary hit in between each main hit on your hi-hat, and it kind of gives you that little rolling feel on the hi-hats, and it's really good sounding. If you're interested in video on that also, let me know down in the comments. But also, that way I can also adjust the gain stuff on my toms as well as my cymbals, the crash and everything on it. So, like I said, by default, everything in BFD Player is run to your main. And this is how in FL Studio you can route this out. So at the top here, let me get the BFD Player here. There's a little cog icon in FL Studio. Click on that. Then you want to click on Processing. And over here, down at the bottom, we have all these others out here. We have a main, which by default is kind of 3 little dots. And we're stereo 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now this corresponds over to, let me pull this back up here, stereo 3 and 4 is your stereo number 2. Stereo 5, 6, because it's 2 channels, it's stereo monitor, will be on like stereo 3. So let me pull this back up here. The stereo 2, I have run to the kick. Stereo 3, I have run to the snare. Okay, and you can right click on that and still, if you're not confused about the 1, 2, or 3 hi-hat, that's just happened to be the order I have them all set up. So, 1 here, kick, stereo 3, I have for snare, and so on. And you see down here in stereo 6 is my cymbals. So that's how I get it to go out. But there's just one more thing you have to do within BFD Player itself. As you notice down here on the kick, it says stereo 3, 4. You want to use stereo and stereo 3 to 4. So that way channels 3 and 4 on that stereo signal all go out. You don't want to use mono, because if you send it out on a mono, then you're just going to have a mono signal and then you lose that stereos. Now, for the kick, it's really not that big of a deal. But for your others and stuff, it can start to sound bad. So you might as well just use the stereo ones. You get plenty here in the list. So do that to stereo 3/4 for the kick, stereo 5/6, for example, and so on. Now, all the toms, for example, have stereo 9 through 10 on all of them because they all go to the same channel. Same goes for as my cymbals and stuff. They all go through 11 to 12. As you can see, all 11 to 12 on those. Now, so what goes to the main channel? Well, the main channel is I'm running for ambience. So all your other ambience effects and stuff down here, now I got some of them changed up a little bit here. But for ambience, it goes out to main. By default, the main will go out to the 3 dotted or nothing, just the basic channel of BFD. So that's what I do. As you can see down here at the bottom, I got it lowered. And that's to kind of like lower the ambience. That way I can get cleaner sound on the rest of them. And if I click over here, you can see kick coming in, snare, hi-hat, and so on. So yeah, that's how I have that set up. Like I said, it's pretty easy to set up. Let's see if there's anything else here. And so yeah, that's how I got that set up to sound pretty good. I like it this way. To me, it sounds better. Like I said, it's totally up to you. But this is the only way. Let me close BFD out, and I can bring this up here. Go to view here. Go back to the, which one is it here? Oh yeah. Go back to extra large here and pull this up. As you can see, yeah, the kick. I have side chained over to the bass guitar, and I also have kick shaper on the kick, and Fruity Convolver. Nice little sharp angle on it to give me that 80s gaty kick sound without having to install actual reverb that has gate to it. And also, so like I have a replica a delay here on my, let me pull this over here, pull this up, turn it on, and we pull it down to single notes, that way right behind it. Sounds good. Hit it once. Yeah, that's what I do for that. So anyway, this is how I use BFD Player to get a much better, more professional sound. And if you're been wanting to upgrade, say like BFD 3.5, but not really sure about it, and you really stay with BFD Player because it's free, it's got some really good sounding drums in it. Well, this shows you can use it in the FL Studio 25 to actually get really good sound. Anyway, that's it for this video. Just a quick one. I got more videos coming out. So if you like this video and you want to see more, how about give me a thumbs up? Thumbs up's always highly appreciated. Now, for the very few of you that actually probably made it to the end of this video, I just want to let you know that currently BFD Player has some sales going on expansions. I happened to notice that last night, and I got a couple myself. With the normal price is around $29 US for each expansion, which is really cheap considering a lot of things. They're actually on sale for $9 a set now. So a little bonus to y'all that stay to the end. So anyway, that's it for this video one. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, how about give me a thumbs up? Thumbs up's always highly appreciated. Now, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, now's a great time to subscribe. Subscribing is free. It's for you. Let you know when I release more videos. Until next time, everyone, thank you for watching.